I asked that we should try and see if we can work ourselves around the piece of code and then get to see the outputs. Yeah, I think so far, I think only two people reached out. David, even though I haven't checked David's code because I haven't had the time to do that. And then one more person sent his link. Let me see. I think that should be yeah, Ebuka. Yeah,
Sorry, sir. I just wanted to confirm. This links that they are sending, is it for yesterday question that you asked in class?
that's the one before the come. Yeah, yeah, it was the one that was yeah, yeah.
I thought we were supposed to, I didn't know we were supposed to submit it. I
No, no, no,
thought
no,
we
no.
were just
It's
supposed to
fine.
do it and
No, no,
bring
no.
it
It's
to
fine.
class.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, if you didn't, I mean, you don't have to submit it. It's
Okay.
fine. I was just saying that I only got. I mean, people reached out to me. So I was going to say that I believe that everyone has done it. We're able to. I mean, everyone was able to do that. So we could just walk through it together, and then let's get to see what was done, and then we can pick it up from there, and just then we should just be, today will just be very fast and brief. All right, okay, so we can just one or two things. So let's start with you. I think since you spoke first now. Yeah. So let's see. It's okay. So now share your screen and then let's see what you did and then walk us
Okay.
through, run your code. Let's see. Then just explain to us what I mean your concept behind it. Everything. The
Okay.
thinking process and all that. Yeah.
Um, sorry, let me try to open it.
Okay. Hi, Gloria. I'm not sure
Hi,
I've
good evening.
yeah, good evening. I think it's your first class, right?
No, it's my second class. I didn't join the class yesterday. I don't know
Okay, okay.
if it's the class with you you're mentioning, but I've been in Python class before. But I didn't join the classes. I didn't know there was a class yesterday. I thought they said they shifted it. So
Mm,
I'm shocked to hear that
okay,
there was a class yesterday. Yeah.
okay, okay. All right. So you've also have you submitted your last assignments?
Yes, I think I did. The assessment. I'll check.
Mm, the one via the link, did you submit that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure your name is. Yeah.
Okay, I'll check and
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, your name is not here.
Okay.
For other people, I don't know, others who were given some opportunity to still submit. I don't know if you're only Ebuka submitted the link. I'm not sure. Others who haven't done theirs. I'm not sure. So if you have not done yours, please submit it.
Just can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay. So I I sorted it out. I tried so the code you dropped in the chat, we're having error and all of that. So what I
Mm-hmm.
just did was that I tried to see that in my if statement, what if I impute the age alongside, you know, what will I get? And I think I got the right thing. So I'll just run this and see. Minutes. Oh God. What happened? I can you see my screen?
No, I can't see your screen anymore.
Okay, sorry. I'll try to share. How is it now? How about now?
Yeah, Okay. Yeah, it's up
Okay,
now.
so um if I run it, enter my first name, enter my last name, then if I put that my age is equal to 30, it's supposed to give me welcome my first name. That's
Mm,
what I got here.
okay.
If I let me clear this. Sorry. If I run it again and enter my first name
Mm,
and enter my last name, and I put an age that's less than 30, let's say 28, is me, hello youngster.
okay.
Then the last object, that's the unauthorized. If I enter my first name again, last name, if I enter a certain age that's higher than 30, say 38, supposed to give me unauthorized.
Mm,
So
okay.
that's what I did. Thank
All
you.
right. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Who wants to go next?
Okay. Good
Take you
evening.
can meet your mic, Utibe. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, all.
Good evening. Okay.
So I think I will go. I will go next.
Yes, sir.
Though it was my first one, but I will just share my screen so they will see, so that we can see this thing coming. Yeah.
I can't see your screen. No.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can share, but I'm sharing
Okay, I
everything.
think it's up now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's up now.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay. Although I did not use your, I used a different input. So like, you put unauthorized and the rest, but I just use my own way of getting it. But I still gave me what I actually want. So
Mm. Okay, so
comment. Let
can
me,
you expand this guy for me? Expand this. Yeah, just expand. Pull it down. The last part, last is possible. All right. So, mm. So walk me through this code.
okay. Although
Don't worry, just walk me through the code. What's this each walk me through each lines. What each of them does.
okay. So for this one, so this is I had to come up with this one, but this is where
So
it actually started.
start from the first part where you have the dev, get user details and the likes. So
Okay,
start.
so this is I give it this is a function I give. So inside this one, I had to build since you said you need to make it a dynamic way. So yesterday you said you should make it a dynamic code so that all input and the rest can go in. So from what I see here, so from this one, first name, I have to give an input of enter your first name. So to strip to make it a capital to make it capitalizes since it should go as a dynamic.
Sorry,
So the
sorry,
last
sorry,
name,
sorry, 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 sorry. Don't rush. Take it slowly, slowly. Strip.
okay.
What is the function of a strip? So you have dot strip and you have dot capitalize. What is the function of dot of strip? So you have two methods there. What is the function of the first method, dot strip? What does it do? You are, I mean, you everybody's learning from you right now. So I expect
Yeah,
that you
this
know the dot
yeah,
strip.
actually
What does it?
I was just debugging the issues. I come up on this one. So when I came now, so since it works for me now, I just go with it. So
I don't.
but
No. And who is this person? I got there,
Majesty,
right?
Majesty.
Majesty. Okay, Majesty.
Yes,
No, wait,
yes,
wait. Don't just take it slowly. You are debugging,
yes.
and then I mean, just walk us through. So you were debugging, and then you found out. So that
Yes.
so okay
So
now.
when you gave the class, when you gave the work for us to go and do, so on my own side,
Mhm.
when I was troubleshooting and then making research on how to get that thing resolved, because as of that yesterday, it was not giving us the last error. The username wants to put the age, is still returning hello, welcome Victor. So that
Mhm.
was where we ended up yesterday.
Yeah,
We
I
now
know
close up
that.
yesterday
Yeah, I know
because
that.
so now from our own side, I was trying to go over it to see because when I try your own, it was still giving me that welcome Victor, welcome Victor. So
So
so when I went to troubleshoot to see how I can come so that I will get the actual code so that the welcome Victor will not come back again. So that's how I had to go over and then get this code.
Mr.
Although
So
I make my
Mr.
research.
Majesty, Mr. Majesty, no worry, wait, just calm down, wait. Now, this is what I'm saying. Now, you got a piece of code. The piece of code had errors, and the instruction says that you should what? You should try and see how you can work around it, right? And make sure, I mean, see that it works, right? It gives you the correct, what they call it, the correct
Output.
output, right? That's what the instruction says. Now, I mean, the instruction does not say that you should go ahead and like what you're showing me now, like the things I'm seeing here. I mean, I could even permit some things, but you now, and I'm just asking you a very simple question, and you're not able to answer the question. So it sounds like maybe because i- if you don't know exactly what something does, then why is it there? If I'm asking you now, so let's say this is like a coding interview now, for example, I'm asking you what does dot strip does, and you cannot answer me, cannot tell me what it does, then there's a problem. So why would you put in a command that you don't even understand what the command does? That's my question. It does not I don't it doesn't matter how I mean what step you took or how you went got it to arrive at the answer, right? The point is you should be able to explain the processes in details, all right, or what does. So if you are to explain to me now as a newbie who does not even understand Python at all, now, and I'm like, okay, maybe like a 5 year, I say, okay, Uncle Majesty, what does dot strip means? I mean, you should be able to say, oh, dot strip does this and this, and then say, okay, I understand. Okay, what does capitalize mean? What does it mean? You know, so that's I'm asking you again, what does dot strip mean? What's the fun? What does it do? What is the purpose of it being there?
No proper idea.
So why is it there? So it means that you copied this code from somewhere and just pasted it in your terminal. You don't have an idea of what it does. That's what it means. Because if you don't know, if you cannot if you cannot explain your code, I mean, then I'm sorry, then there's a problem. It's not about getting the answer, it's about being able to understand what you're doing. If anybody picks up your code now and say, yeah, come and walk me through this tomorrow, okay, or what are the possible bugs from this code that I have written now? If I ask you now, you tell me what are the possible bugs that you feel like you can get from here, the edge cases from this place, because I mean everybody here is a QA, so you should be familiar with edge cases. So if you are working with possible edge cases here, what are the things that you think that if you use different conditions to test this code, it will fail, it will break, or should not break? If I'm asking you that now, you should give me, I mean, give me, just let me know what are the possible edge cases. I don't think you even know what are the possible cases that might come up from this code that you've just written. All right. So it is not about writing codes. It's about understanding what you're doing. It could take you months, yes, but at the same time, if you're slow and progressive, that's all that matters. And if you miss the basics, when you get to that point, at the point of writing things, you will be lost. Believe me, this is just a little Python code, right? But inside of this Python code that I display right now, everything is like it's showing has a lot of messages inside. And if you don't understand it, there's nothing there's no how you can even run this program. Even if it passes, optimizing this will be difficult for you. So now you don't know what dot strip means. Okay, what does dot capitalize mean? I think that one should be straightforward for you.
Yes, making those letters to capitalize the letters, the string. Very interesting.
So you want to convert it to capital letter, right? Like the input when the user enters their the first one and last name, it should be in capital letter. Is that why? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, just to make it user friendly, both upper and lower case. So that's why.
When you say sorry, when you say user friendly, what does that mean?
So if I say capitalize, I mean to enter both upper and lower case.
Mm-hmm. So if so,
So accept
I
both
mean,
inputs.
if you accept both user, sorry, it could be first name as A, and then sorry, it could be first letter as A, and then others can be small letter. Is that what you're saying?
Like
And then it could be all capital letter, right?
yes, yes.
Okay, all right. So that's fine. We're done with that part. Now, this while true, and then introducing the try and exception. What does it do? Can you explain this part from while true up until except value error? Can you explain what that part or like what that line of code is supposed to do?
Okay.
And guys,
So
sorry, hold on. This is what I'm doing right now is exactly what most of you will be doing to your developers if you have opportunities of working with your developers and developers are showing you codes like this. As QA engineers, if a developer does not even understand what is writing or the code, then there's a big problem. So if you as a QA also does not understand the code and they just bamboozle you and say this is what this is doing, this is what it's doing, and you just take it like that, there's also a problem because this is where everything starts from the code level up until when it gets to the user part and all those things. So you should also know what you're doing. You should understand every code. And that's why yesterday I mentioned about, for those people who do not understand programming, to go and, take courses on intro to programming so that you can understand what programming does, the concept of programming, why we are even programming at all, and all these things, the loops, the conditional statement, and stuff like that. You should have a knowledge about them so that if you are opportunity to work with developers in the future, and then they are walking you through their codes, you can stop them and say, okay, what does this line do? What does this do? Or you ask them in advance this, right? And they get to tell you this is it. All right. Okay, so please go ahead. So what does that line from that line 42 to line 47? What is it? What's that code doing?
from 46.
42. 42.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So from
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
so here is the age. We are trying to print out the age to output the age in an integer form, so that once you impute the age, so this int here will now output it to be integer because it's we are dealing with a numerical. So that's why we have this. And then if the age is lesser than, then she return this input of invalid input. Please enter a valid number for age.
If
So
the
that's why
age,
we
if
have
the age
this.
is if the age is lesser, are you
Than
sure?
30.
Okay, you should return invalid input. Are you
Yes.
sure that that is the that is what that line of code is doing? Look at it very well again. It says you should enter an age. Yeah, you enter your age, then there's a break. When it breaks, what happens? Exception, it should throw an exception and tells you that invalid input. Please enter a valid number for each. So now that's what I'm saying now. Now, what you explain now is different from exactly what the code is supposed to do. The code is this part of code now is going to throw an error if and only if the age that is being entered is not valid. Yeah. So it means that, for example, so instead of me putting that, if I put in a string, for example, like I think somebody asked that question yesterday. I don't know who asked that question. I think it was Oluwash. I think it was Adi. I can't remember who asked that question. So if you run this code now and then you put in instead of putting in the integer because the age is expecting an integer. If I put in maybe extra character, maybe I put in 80 as EIGHTY and I submit that program, it will throw this exception error for me and say that it's an invalid input because why? The field is supposed to be a valid integer, right? And that's exactly what the error will throw for you. All right. So then return first name, last name, and age. Okay. Now the next line 51. What does this? Can you walk us through what this will do?
Okay. So this is the function of def
Take
username.
this as an interview. Like, yeah, this is more like an interview. So if this is all you can learn today, I think you should be fine because you cannot just go and copy things and paste and then you feel like, oh, if you don't know it, it's different. If you know it, fine. You can explain because look, beyond writing these codes, it's also important that because here now, if you don't even know what each line of code does, then people will say, this guy, yeah, because in our own time, we say it like many of might not be aware. We say it that, oh, this person has cooked beans because I mean cooking beans means that the person just wrote shit code. If you don't know what your code is doing, or the code is not even doing as expected, or you even is working, but you cannot even defend the code. You don't cook beans. Now cook beans you cook because hey, you know. So now from line 51 to line 50, 51, yeah, line 51 to line 63. Okay, so let's start from here, Majesty. So it says if first name and last name, you should print welcome this, right? So that means, yeah, explain that part to me. Oh, sorry, to pass. So if first name and last name, print welcome this, right?
Okay.
Mm,
Oh, okay. So if first name and last name are is equals to if first name and then last name, you should print welcome first name or welcome last name. So
meaning,
therefore
so
means
what does that mean?
so if I impute the first name or last name, that is from the
Or you see or and
no impute first name of last name.
sorry, first name of last name. I didn't get that.
No, first name and last name.
Yeah,
Two. First name and
so,
last name.
so yeah, it can't be first name or last name because your last you already said you said if
And
uh-huh.
last
Yeah,
name.
so from
First
your
name and last name.
exactly from your code you can see it now. If first name and last name, print welcome first name and last name. So it cannot be or,
No,
right?
it's and. It's and.
Okay. So yeah,
Yes.
proceed.
So if age is lesser than 18, print you are underage. L, age lesser than 30,
Mhm.
print hello young man. else print you are an experienced individual, else print invalid user, name field cannot be empty. So that is if I did not pass any of this. If I did not put any of this, first name or last name, or if I did not put first name and I put second name, it will also throw this error. That field is not, name field cannot be empty.
Yeah. And then if the age is different from if it is less than
If it's lesser than this,
30,
it's true
you should print
underage.
that.
Yes. But if you like this, it should print hello young man.
And then okay. So yeah, scroll up. No. Scroll up the code, not the terminal. Okay. And then what happens the last part? Line 64 and 67.
This one just to run the program dynamically. Just run the man dynamically.
How do you mean?
So to run the username, user last name, and the user age. So get user details. So to return the user details. So process user first name and user last name and then user age. So it does
Okay.
put all that has been passed here. So it does run the man dynamically.
Okay, run your code. Let's see.
Okay. So it's a welcome, Gandhi Majesty. You are underage.
So you can see that your code now. I think I might. Okay, I'm just going to ask for other people's point of view. David.
Good evening, boss. I greet you, specialist, man.
No. For now, don't get me especially. I'm not. I'm like. What should I use now? What should be? I'm pissed right now, right? So let's put our class aside for now. So look at this code now. Now you entered the name, the first name and last name, and the age is 15, right? And then it said, "Welcome, you are underage." Now let me ask you: is it supposed to tell him welcome? So based on what this line is supposed to do, right? There are different conditions. If you are, from what I understand, right? If you enter your name and enter your age, it tells you that you're. So this one now, from what we did yesterday and from what is here, are they kind of correlate? Do they correlate? Does it correlate?
Is that question for me?
Of course, it's for you.
Ah.
And to every other person in the class, not to me. Yeah, now.
Mm.
Good evening.
Good
Yes, good
evening.
evening.
Someone wants to speak.
Yeah, go ahead, speak.
Yes. What I noticed is, I guess the way he said, print welcome first name and last name. That was why the printing came out with that. I don't think that is what you asked us to do. But he has already asked print, welcome, first name and the last name. I guess that was why the print, the runs came out with welcome, Gathered Majesty.
Yeah. Okay. Peer review. I didn't peer review.
Okay, also I have like a feedback.
Yeah. Feedback.
I think there's a repetition here. If age is less than 18, print you are underage. If age is less than equals to 30. Less than 18 is still captured under less than equals to 30.
So it could
So I
have
think
will have returned like the same message for both
yes.
scenarios.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Who else? Tosin Williams, please. Gloria and every other person, Augustine. Yeah, I mean, this is like more like peer review, right? So developers have pushed their code, PR, help me review my PR. This is how PRs have been reviewed. So we are doing PR reviews. Even though I mean, the way he went about it was not too okay, but I mean, it's fine. I mean, I had to call that out right there. That it's not most of the times you have to do the thinking process yourself. It's okay to, go extra miles, but at the same time, you also need to understand I mean, the reason, the whys behind what you're doing and why some things are, so that you just don't mess up, right? Majesty, so if you run the program again right now, and then can you run it again and then try to let's do another use case. Let's see. So it's putting your first name, putting your last name. All right. So the age, put minus 30. Let's see what you have there. Yeah. So what do you get? It still tells you that you're welcome, right? Which should not
Yes.
be, which should not be, right? So it's not supposed to allow you. If you put in if your age is minus 30, then you should throw an error. That's an invalid input. Correct? So your exception did not work. So you can see exception value, input value, invalid input, please enter a valid number for. So there's supposed to be like another condition that will undo anything that is um beyond a positive value, right? This should still not work. So your code is more like it still like has a lot of fine tuning to do, right? To yeah, but so scroll up. You said something that was not really, I mean, it's not actually not even correct at all. Scroll up. Now, this guy here that you said this is line 66 and 67, you said because you wrote it in a function path way or function way. Now, user first name, user last name, user is equals to get user details. That's the get user details function. This line 67 is to run your program like manually. Now, from a terminal, the same thing. Now, where you have this username, can you replace it? Where you have this user underscore first name, replace it with any first name of your choice. That's for line 67.
So you mean here?
Yes,
Inside the column, okay.
yes. Remove it. And then put it in single quotes, open a single quote and put in the first name. Yeah, same for the last name and age. All right, roll your code. Mm. No, close this terminal.
You mean I should clear it? I should close it.
Yeah, close the terminal. Use the play button. Let me see what you get. Play it like run that this play button on your left. Yeah, run the code. Yeah, just run the code. Yeah. To your right, sorry, to your right, there's a play button to your right, to the top right. Not this one, the one before.
This one.
Yeah. Click on it.
I've clicked on it. I
So
clicked on it.
yeah, so it show an error. So it says you enter your last name. Okay, enter the last name. Can you type it? Can you type last name? Yeah, type it. Enter your age. A couple of stuff that are not right here, but all right, no problem. Just it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, thank you. You can stop sharing. Who wants to go again? Who is going? Tosin Williams. Can you? I mean, let's have it. Oh, you're not ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's go ahead. Where are the two what do you call it? What are their names again now? David. They're not on this call.
Yes, but it's Fatima.
The two Fatimas are not on call.
One took permission.
Okay, and then the other one.
Nothing yet.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, very clear. So
Okay. Yesterday you gave us
yeah,
what
yeah.
table. I was thinking to me, or I'm not saying maybe correct, but when I was trying, not giving me the
I
double.
can okay. Yeah, your voice is not really clear. I could really hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. The double equals, yes, you put it, the equal was double. I guess it's not really necessary. I remove it.
It
I
was
wrote
double.
you said
Come again. I didn't get you.
what you gave yesterday, the code you gave was F, the dynamic. Okay, please let me just go to the code was F is equal to double equal to
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Yeah.
But I have to remove mine. I put one. And for the H here, you put S if.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking because it's an integer and is also a string. I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to convert it to an integer. I have
Mm-hmm.
to remove the S if. Because what you said in the S if for this age here
Mm-hmm.
is always used for conditional statements.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yeah.
thinking if I put it, it may not really give me the outcome of what I needed. I have to remove it in this input. But when I want to run it, and I said, if the H,
Mm-hmm.
the hair, and S, you print this authorized. And I did it and it worked for me.
Okay, so let's see your code.
Okay, let me clear it for
Please do Control C. Do Control C before you type the clear. Do Control C. Then type full clear.
yeah.
My boss taught me. Oh, boss, thank you.
There is it now. Let me Williams. My age. That's the first one. I'm going for 28. And he said, welcome to see. Hello, youngster. That's the first one.
So do the try another review secondary skills.
So Mr. Olajide, I don't know. I think they're having a meeting in 5 minutes time. We'll be locked out. In case
Okay.
in case we are not, we continue. I'm just in the notification now.
in 5 minutes. Okay, that's fine. I mean, we are already wrapping up. It's just
Yeah.
that today, we'll wrap up now. Tomorrow,
Okay.
sorry, on Friday we'll continue. Because
Okay,
I
sir.
just want. It's fine that we have all this.
No, I'm
Okay, sir.
using 35 to
Okay.
get the unauthorized.
Yeah,
And this
35
is
because it's greater than that, right?
greater than 30, yes. It's giving me
Mm.
the unauthorized.
Okay, but. So, mm. So this is my question. So if you are unauthorized,
Okay,
right? Why is it telling you welcome to sin? What you should be getting there is unauthorized.
you
Because
know, okay. It should
yeah,
not even
because
welcome me, right?
because you shouldn't. Your age is the
Okay,
determinant factor, right? So if you are
yes.
less than this, tells you hello. So it's supposed to print out. So what you have, print welcome first name. Now this print first, use your line 4 now. Print welcome first name is just like a static because it's not inside any conditional clause. So it should be inside a
Okay,
conditional clause that says, okay, if this happens, then print my first name and tell me welcome.
okay,
Else, if this condition does not happen, then print this. Else, then do this. So what this code is supposed to do is number one, if you after you enter your first name and last name and your age, if your
okay,
age maybe above 30, it tells you welcome, your first name.
okay.
Else, if your age is less than or equal to 30, you get the next response that say, hello, youngster, right? That means you are young, which is a young person.
Yes.
Then else, if
Yes.
if any of those two does not match at all, then it tells you that you're unauthorized, meaning that maybe you didn't provide your first name, you didn't provide the last name, or probably not, you didn't provide your age or something. It just tell you unauthorized. That's what the program's supposed to do. So it needs to just go and verify tune this, and then we can look at it
Okay.
again. But yes, I mean,
Okay. Should I
it's a,
send it to your GitHub or
my GitHub. No, it's your
I've been
GitHub.
sorry. Should
Yeah,
I
yeah,
send it to my GitHub and send it to you?
yeah.
We should
Just work
wait till
on.
the next class.
You can send it to your GitHub. It's fine. Whatever thing we are doing right now, just ensure that you are pushing it to your GitHub. It's just for future references also, right? So that you can always reference it. You might lose those ones. Maybe,
Hmm.
I mean, you might probably like maybe you lost your laptop shuts down or something like that. You want to reference those code. You can always go to your GitHub and pick it up from there, right?
Okay.
So that's why it's good to make version your codes, right?
Okay. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, I mean, well done, well done. I think this is also, we have like 2 more minutes. I don't think I can take anybody for now, because of your next meeting. So we will stop today. But on Friday, we might take a bit longer because I know that because Saturday and Sunday, one of those days is supposed to be your test days, right, for your tests. So maybe Friday, might just try to. I mean, everybody, those people who did not show their. I mean, who did not. I mean, we're not able to present. We'll do that on Friday. We'll go through all the assessment that we have done, and then we would look at any other thing that's necessary, and then Saturday also we'll do the same. Then probably on Sunday, you should have your assessments or your tests. Yeah, and that will wrap up the class for me. Or what one thing that I can assure you is as long as you do this yourself and I mean you've got some of these basics, it's going to be it will be not be difficult for you to be able to, it should be difficult for you to understand some other concepts. So you need to understand the basic concepts, right? Before you can even start to write any piece of code at all. So, thank you very much for joining today's class. I believe that every one of you has learned one thing or the other from all that we have done, all I've done today, intentionally, not to um wash down anybody, but just to give you, I mean, how things are being done in a real life scenario right now. I mean, ever since the past and currently right now, and to continue to be like that going forward. So please let's know what we are doing, and then please let's just be upright. All right. Thank you very much, and then do have a lovely night rest. I will share some materials. I said I would do that yesterday. I'm just lost in the work. I'll share some materials to also support, and then see you on Friday by God's grace. Cheers and have a good night rest.
Thank
Bye.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Augustina, sorry, Augustine.